everybody, welcome back. February 1st, National Baked Alaska Day. I didn't even know what Baked Alaska was. I've heard of it, but in my mind it was something completely different than what it actually is. This is kind of like an ice cream ball, a couple different ice cream flavors, some chocolate cake, then you meringue the whole thing and you burn the meringue, and you know, it's going to be pretty interesting to try this one. Never had it, never made it. Like I said, didn't even know what it was. So let's get started and make some Baked Alaska today. Alrighty, so what you do is you take a small little bowl. Doesn't matter the size, depends on how big you want to make your Baked Alaska. Take some plastic wrap. This bowl has been in the freezer because you want to make sure your bowl is ice cold because you're going to be pressing ice cream into it. So you definitely want a cold bowl, okay? So you're going to take some plastic wrap and just put it into the bowl, line the bowl, because this is going to make it coming out a heck of a lot easier. So you just kind of press that around. Then you take your first flavor of ice cream. We're going to do vanilla. Okay, so you take some vanilla ice cream and you press it into your bowl. Let's see if I can get you a better angle there. Okay, and you're just going to basically make a well with the vanilla ice cream. Okay, so you put your first layer of ice cream. We did the vanilla. We just left a nice well there because now you're going to load up your second flavor of ice cream. We did a homemade strawberry ice cream earlier in the month for National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. So we have some of that left, and that's what we're going to use for our second flavor. Okay, so there's our second flavor in there. You have your vanilla on the outside, your strawberry on the inside. Now what you do is just take any kind of cake. It should be an angel food cake, supposedly. That's the traditional way. I just bought a chocolate loaf cake, sliced it long ways like this, so you have a nice thick piece here, and then I'm just taking a round cutter close to the size of the bowl, and what you're going to do is just make a round chocolate cake piece, and you're going to sit that on the top of the ice cream like that. Now with your plastic, you're just going to fold this over, press it down a little bit, okay, because this is going to make your mold, your inside for your Baked Alaska, okay? That's it. This goes back in the freezer, probably overnight. You could, I mean, if you did it in the morning and you were going to do it for dinner, that would probably work, but you definitely want a couple hours in the freezer for everything to reharden. Overnight's even better. And then we're going to finish this with some meringue, torch it, eat it, ready to go. Baked Alaska. Who knew? So now's the fun part of making the meringue. Well, we're going to try to make the meringue. We've never made one before, so we're going to see. As you can see, we got our candy thermometer and pop back out again, like we do for all our sugar things. So this one, we're going to get it to about 240. It's just a half a cup of sugar and a quarter cup of water, and we're just going to let this boil and get to 240, and then we're going to add it to our egg whites, which we're going to do now. I have a teaspoon of lemon juice in my mixer already. I'm adding 2 egg whites, and we're going to whisk this till it gets soft peaks. We don't want real stiff peaks. That'll come later when we add our sugar water mixture, okay? So for now, we're just going to beat this soft peaks. Okay, so as you can see, we have our soft peaks here. It's a nice consistency. That's what we're looking for. Okay, you don't want stiff. Now the fun part, you're going to take our 240, reach 240 degrees, our sugar water. So now we're going to drizzle this into this very slowly as this is mixing, okay? Okay, finally. Be persistent with your meringue because it takes a while. So when you put your mixer on and you're like, oh my god, it's not thickening up, what's going on? It will eventually, see? And you'll get those stiff peaks, which is exactly what you want. Okay? But it takes a little time. So be patient. Just let that mixer run on high until you get where you need to go. Okay? So now I know normally I tell you take a little Ziploc bag and don't buy the pastry bag with it, but I bought it this time. I had to get one because I needed the tip if you want to decorate this if you want to decorate the baked Alaska, you need a decorator tip. So that's what I sprung for this time. Anyway, so we're going to take our meringue, or our, yeah, I guess this is our meringue, right? Yeah. Our meringue mixture, and we're going to put it into our piping bag. Okay. There you go. So now we take, so then you take all your meringue and you put it into your piping bag, like so. It helps if you have a nice tall glass to stand it up in. Okay. That's good already. Okay. So there we go. And we're just going to press it down into our tip here. As you see, we got a nice star point tip. Okay, so our meringue is ready. Let's finish this thing and see what it's all about. So what I did was I chilled a plate that we're going to serve this on, just so that way it keeps, everything should be cold, cold, cold for now, just to make sure that your stuff doesn't start to melt up. I'm going to try to warm up this bowl. Now the trick's going to be obviously to get this out of there. And there you go. Seemed like that wasn't going to go that way, but it did. Okay, so you're going to unwrap your ice cream block. See? There's our chocolate cake, ice cream, 2 flavors of ice cream. Okay, so there's our little molded baked Alaska. Now we're going to decorate it, which I've never done this before, so bear with me. I'm just going to try to make it as pretty as possible. Okay, there you go. Gave it some nice spikes. Now the fun part, get out your torches, people. It's time to burn this sucker. Now in some recipes you can pour some booze on it, I think brandy in some of them, and you light it on fire and it flambés and it browns the whole thing. But I think I want to try this thing out. This is another new toy I just got. You just go around and you brown all your edges here. You brown your meringue. It's got to look kind of toasted and... Oh, I like this torch thing, man. This is kind of cool. I can't wait to use this on some creme brulee. There's got to be a creme brulee day coming up at some point. But anyway, this is kind of cool to do your meringues like this. Yay, we're experiencing all new stuff today. Not only have we never had a baked Alaska, I don't even think I've ever used a torch on anything before. Okay? And there you go. Nice, beautiful, baked Alaska. Well, now it's ready. Might as well go for the taste. Alright, now what I want to do first though is cut it open and see if the layers, yep, here I'll get you a close up of that so you can see the layers, how they came out. You got your whole vanilla layer, your strawberry, your chocolate. It's a Neapolitan baked Alaska, how about that? Alright, let's try this, let's dig right in. I have never had a baked Alaska before, but I will tell you, I am definitely going to have a baked Alaska again. Wow, this is really good. Really easy to put together. Like I said, if you like the idea of the brandy and it soaks into the cake on the bottom, by all means, knock yourself out. But I love this just the way it is. The sweetness from the meringue, it was really easy to do. When I heard I was going to be doing this meringue thing, or when I researched it and saw that's what it was, I was a little, you know, how's this going to go? But, I mean, you saw us make the meringue, how easy it was. Really, really good. Now, granted, it's February and we're eating ice cream again. Another genius thought up this day in the middle of February to eat ice cream. But it is baked Alaska, so I guess it's supposed to be cold. Anyway, see you tomorrow, everybody.